Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Romo, and this is my what is this? March 2022 trading recaps. This month was, I guess, say busy. Kind of just like the first 2 weeks were like really busy, and I thought it was gonna, the market was gonna heat up, and it was just gonna be a constant, I guess hot market, but it just lasted kind of like the first 2 weeks with the oil stocks. However, I did, as you can see here on the screen, I traded quite a lot, 24 trades in a month. That's a lot, you know, for me, for people starting out, that's a lot. And it's I couldn't do that without the trick that I've told you guys about if you've been watching the previous recaps. The trick about the cash account, and just getting the reps in, and just managing your settle cash. And even with that, like I had been doing 14 trades, even with that a strategy, 12 trades, 15 trades, and then let me see. I think it's the most I've traded in a month. 10 trades, see, like that's uh, decent, 10, 15, I believe. About October. Yeah, so March, I might have over traded a little bit, but at the same time, I wanted to get reps in, especially when it was high. I just wanted to try things, even though, yeah, I came out red in the month. I'm not upset about that, honestly. I'm okay with that because, I saw opportunities, and even if I didn't capitalize them, I still, got the reps in, and was part of it, and that's essentially what you need, and then because you'll learn from that, and you remember when that happens again, like you'll be like, oh, this, I've seen this before, and I've participated in it before, so you have experience. Had I not traded and you just sit and watch, yeah, I would have learned, but I wouldn't have learned as much as I did participating in it. So with that said, let's go ahead right into it. This is going to be a long review recap. So let's jump right into it. First trade of the month. Let me just take this out of the screen. You don't see that anymore. And we'll bring that back out later. So yeah, first play of the month was MMTLP. And this chart, if you see this, is not ideal at all. But just given the market conditions, um, this was prior, that the heating up of the oil size, just when it was about to start, and I just saw something here at the $2 mark, round number, and I figure I'll try it, and here's my trade. Let's see, here we go. So I get in at 192 at time is this 9:33, which is 8:33 Central Time. So right at the open here, yeah, 198. Here, and actually, hold on, let's fix this so you see where it was on the first. Yeah, so this is the chart. I'm seeing the $2 run number there. Previous day, it, a little bounce, and I'm thinking, oh, this might be the day that it runs, you know, and I mean, just looking back at it, it's not a good trade, but I'll review it. Um, so yeah, I mean, I was, hold on, let me fix it. I guess I was on the right track to get in on the morning spike, because it did a spike a little bit, and it went up, up until 208, so it's it's not too bad, but it's not the best trade, so it's barely like 5% up here, and I'm not gonna take that. And then let's see where I sold. I sold at 2 at 1017, which is 917. Really? Really? I sold right here before the spike. Really? Was I trying to get in the next play? Wow. So I sold right before the spike. It's crazy. I think I realized that it wasn't an ideal play, and I was like, why am I doing that? Just got out. Yeah, because at 8:33, right at the open, at 198, and then at 9:21, 9:21, yeah, right here at 2. Crazy. I sold right before the spike. Interesting. Um, but yeah, that was that trade, and the next trade, it's KAVL. Same day. KAVL. Let's bring this up on the first. Right here. So, interesting. Interesting. Let's bring in the trade. Go. So, was this? I don't even remember what sector this is in. That's my fault. But from what I can see right on the chart, it's it had this first green day type of thing, and then next thing I'm going for the continuation. I've been noticing that that sometimes when you try to get in right at the breakout, it fails, sort of kind of how it did here. So I think I got in. I think I started realizing that after this trade, or well, not specifically this trade, but not prior to this trade. I think I got in here. I don't remember exactly. I'm here looking on another screen what sector is on this. It's a tobacco play. Let me see. Yeah, it could be kind of nicotine, maybe the CBD, weed stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at where I got in. So 10, 1050. They made at 320. Well, I got executed at 11. I got Yeah. So I guess I got out of that one because I saw that this one was working out, but then I got out on right before the spike on that one, and then this one, as you can see, well, you can't see the profit here, but you'll see here. I got out for a loss. So let's see. I bought 320. I bought 60 at 320 at 10 Central. Whoa. So where are we at? Right around here. All right. 320. Okay, yeah, well, I guess this is support area. So let's see. Yeah, so this area right here, 315, and I saw this, so at the moment I'm buying, I'm seeing this, you know, 10 Central, so right around here. So I'm seeing, it tested the uh the breakout, and it's dipping, and I want to see how this holds, so I see it bounce, I see it put a um higher low, and higher high, and then here's sort of basing. So I'm thinking here, I want to get in on the dip, use this as my risk, and then this should theoretically, go higher, instead of start going up here, break this high and then continue on, and then break this high, and keep going. But that didn't happen, and it just completely failed, and let's see, is the anchor view up on this? Yeah, we do have it there. I don't know why it's not showing up here. Interesting. Anyways, and then did I sell right here? Yep, 1030 right here. It broke my risk. But this, I mean, I can see why I got in, but I can see also why I should have got in because, it's fading back down. Maybe get in closer here, use this as risk, get a starter, and then if you see this, maybe here, add some here, and then, my average would be somewhere around here, and then if I sell it, would be a smaller loss, instead of a full size loss, because I win full size here. Um, yeah, you know, that's that. And then next play, what is this? Is TGGI. Yep, TGGI. Let's bring that in here. TGGI. TGGI. Cool. That was the next day. TGGI. I mean, this is, not ideal again, similar to that first trade of the month, the MMTLP, just market wasn't high, just trying to find something, I guess. And here is just, trying to do this breakout here, but there's all this resistance here, but, I guess there was sort of a big volume relative to this few days here, but relative to all of this is not that good. So let's see where I got in at 9:31, so right at the open. Just keep doing that. Okay, there we go. 9:31 at 2. So here. So at least I got in on the morning spike right here at 2. And then it's probably using green or red as risk, or this low of the day. And let's see, at 10:34, 9:34 here. Yeah, so here. Now I guess 9:34 here. Where's it at? Right there. In here. Got out at 2:02. Well, I got a good execution. I saw this and I realized, I remember now, on the level 2, the bid was just looking weak. And I'm like, oh, this is going to break. So I put an order at 196, way below it, to, just get executed, and got out at 2:02. And, yeah, just not ideal place here. Not much else to it. So learn what not ideal plays are, which have been this one, MMTLP, KAVL wasn't ideal either, but out of the three I've done so far, that has been the best one. But neither have been, not any of them have been ideal. So let's go ahead and go to the next play. It should be HMBL. Yes, HMBL. Whoa. There we go. This was the next day. Third. HMBL. Okay. Not ideal again. I can see how, I can see how this, area was the 16, broke through that, and it's volume, it's holding. Was there news on this on the third? Nope, no news. So here I'm just going to the first green day, and hoping that it ramps up. And it did not work. Let's see. At 1 1:31, so in the afternoon. So, I saw this consolidation, here, I mean, the chart looks pretty good, you know, intraday, but daily, not so much. So, that's why you gotta, play them together. So I bought 825 at 131 Central, which is right here at 1716. 1716 right here. Yeah, so in this little spike, I see it consolidating here, and actually volume came in here too, so I guess I got in at the right time, but still not ideal play. And then, as you can see here by the line, that is my risk, and it broke here, so is that where I sold at 308? No, I sold sooner. 208 Central Time, 208 right here. Yeah, so it's breaking this, 1678. Oops, don't want to do that. 1678 right there, right around VWAP, and then, not a good play. What I do the next day, I mean, it's not. If you're looking for one not to trade, these 4 trades have been it, and then TGGI again, the following day. Fourth. Whoa. Forgot about this. Oof. Fourth. Yeah, so same thing here, similar. I kept trying to buy this breakout, it's not ideal, Luckily I missed this, Jeez. So let's see. I filled. Did I really go that big? Hold on. So about at 0.0204, 15,000. Why did I go so big on this? Wow. I mean, it's not big size, but for what I'm playing, it's relatively big. It's a $300 position, which, I mean, it's not big, but for what I'm playing, it is, because it's not an ideal play. Wow, what am I doing? Let's see, what time was this? At 8:32, so right at the open. Wow. 8:32 here, right at the top, probably. 8:32 at 2:04. Yep, right here. That was me. Wow. Then at 8:46 here. I can see why I got out quickly. I was way oversized. Not an ideal play. But luckily I wasn't stubborn and held. And this would have been terrible. I mean, let's see if I would have sold maybe at 165. It would have been a $60 loss right around here. And even if I sold up here, 186, $27 loss. No, not ideal. And I think I stopped tracking this or like caring about this until big volume comes in or it's a decent ideal breakout up here. So yeah, and then we're gonna go on to my best play of the month, oil play, IMPP. Oh dang, there's a lot. Is this all gonna fit? Not all of it's gonna fit. All right, so IMPP, IMPP. Whoa. What is the fourth? So here, beautiful chart, beautiful chart. Excuse me. Oil play, low float, uh, just volume. This had everything in it, you know. So let's see. Buy, 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 buy. Alright, so it's what, 100, 60, 70, 80, 90. Wait, they do math runs. 20, 80, 90, 100. Okay, yeah. So I was sizing in. So this was a really good play, So I started buying at 11:41. 11:41 right here. 11:41 at 2:35. And I was looking at this oil sector too. Where's it at? CL. And I was basing my trade off pretty much this. And why is it so slow? I'm sorry, guys. An Indo. What is happening? Indo. There we go. And this went crazy. So I don't know why this is not coming up, but this is the future of oil, and it was this day, and I was watching it. Why does it do that? I forget the time. What time did I get in? At 11:41. It's in the morning. 11:41. So yeah, so here, I'm seeing like this is spiking, and like I saw a base here, and this is just spiking, and IMPP is just kind of chilling and not doing anything, just sideways. 11:41, like, see, it's doing this, so I'm like, huh. I want to get in and see how it reacts, and this was a little bit behind, but it has some perks, so this little bounce here, that's while the futures ticker was spiky, but it was spiking way, it was more volatile than this little spike, but it was following it pretty well. So I started, sizing in, and at 2:35, at 11:41 here I bought some. It had this low, and it bounced, and so did the sector. And then I saw that it kept going, and then this wasn't really doing anything, but it was holding. So bought more, way more at 2:40. At what time? 12:51. So 9 minutes later, 11:51. 51. So here, so at 2:40 it's spiking. I'm like, okay, one more size. It's spiking, and then it came down, and I bought more at 12:30, 12:30, 12:30 here, because I'm seeing it. It's not doing anything, but the the features and Indo was spiking, but this is just kind of like going sideways. So I'm like, just gotta be patient with it. So I bought 10 more, and then what, another 10 here. Yeah, so I bought 20 more at around 240 at 1230, like in this area here. You know, when it was dipping here right around VWAP, and it was holding, and everything else kept spiking. So, and then what I was kind of, a little upset about that was here I was trying to double my size, but I didn't get executed at 250. I tried to buy another 100, but I didn't get executed, and I didn't want to chase, you know. And then I think this scared me, and I started selling some. Cause it said 275 at 105. So here, 275 here, 75. Wait, what time? At 206, 106 here, 75. I sold some here. Here, I got to figure out there might be some there might be some resistance here, which is the breakout here. I'm like, I just want to sell a little bit, and I could have played this way better and held some because I sold the rest 11 minutes later at 116, 116 here at 260. So yeah, this. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Yeah. So this scared me out. Is that really? No. This. Yeah, this scared me out. Oh, wait, I'm not even looking at the right time. This bounce here scared me out. Um, and then I was like, oh no, this is gonna fall. But I should have kept looking at the sector, and look what it did. It just kept running and running, and it's beautiful play. And then it was a Friday, so, and then onto Monday, look what it did. Like, oh my God, had I held and had I gotten executed here at 250, double shares would have been a great win, But, and then I feel because of how much I missed it, how not perfectly I played it, because I played it okay, I sized in, saw the sector, and I feel like, I missed it. I felt like I wanted more. So the next week, I just honestly started over trading, because I started doing every day except Friday. I made 2 trades every day, and that's, I mean, it may not sound like a lot, but that's not me, you know. So this, I played it well, but I feel like I got a little too ahead of myself and wanted to capitalize on the rest of the plays because how much I left on the table on this, so I have to be conscious of that, and I have to be held accountable to it, and that's what these recaps are for, Yeah, I do want to help you guys that are watching this, and, hope this helps someone be successful as well as is going to make me, you know, but I'm also doing it, somewhat in a selfish way to, to help myself and improve myself. And by doing that, I'm helping you guys. So it's, kind of like a win-win. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and go to the next player next week. It was, what is this? FTK. Yeah, it's FTK. Let's bring this over here. Oh no, did I exit it? Oh, I accidentally closed it. 1 second. Let me find it. Alright, I found it. Here we go. FTK. What was it, Monday the 7th? FTK. 737. Here. Huh. So, let's see. So obviously, it's going for the breakout here, trying to get in earlier, trying to anticipate it since this was a good candidate, I figured there would be more momentum. And let's see, so I filled at 169 at 10:07, which is 9:07. 9:07 right around here. 169. What's the support? Yeah. Well, at least I'm getting in right at this support area. So that's a plus. But I'm anticipating the breakout. That's not a plus. And then 32 minutes later, I sold at 9:36 probably here. Yep. At 161. Right as is breaking. Green or red, and it's not a good play. Let's see what else it did. I mean, this is when I played it. Wait, no. What was it? What day was it? The 7th. Let's see here. What am I looking at? 3-7. Confusing myself. 3-7. Here. And then the next day, it broke out and worked a little bit, but then it faded, so it didn't really work out. Yeah, not an ideal play. And then, next play, same day, ENSV. Whoa. There we go. Oh no, I didn't put a picture on this. Give me 1 sec. Here we go. Here's a picture. I just had to reload the page, I guess. I didn't upload properly. ENSV on the 7th. I had a loss on this? Oh my god. 37. Oh, yeah, this breakout here. Oh my god. I forgot what I did, but I had a loss on this. Terrible. Man. It's okay, but at least I was participating and learning from it. Gotta take the good from it. So at 147. Whoa. Really? 147. What? What, I wonder. Here? 235? Oh my god, yeah, no wonder. And what is this on the 7th? Oh, and it was, very small. It was just 10 shares, so at least I kept the size small, and I was just trying something to see if it, it would keep going. And that I was using this as risk probably. But over here is where you gotta get in, this area, or when it breaks this and use it as risk, or here that breakout or this breakout or that breakout, but not up here. But at least I did keep it small, and then I sold at 313, there's 213. Yeah, here at 207. This break. Yep. But great play. And then look the next day. Oh my god. It's crazy. Just ran so much. It's crazy. And then the next day. Yeah. So the next play, CEI. They had traded this pre-market too. Not two, but I did trade a pre-market. Oh, maybe not. I know I did. I think I did trade one pre-market or something. CEI on the 8th. There's an energy stock here. Yeah, but this, I again, I can't be chasing this. We gotta play it, breakout, or even this. This is the third day. So I feel like I was saying that IMPP trade, made me kind of, not maybe, but influence how I traded the rest of the way, trying to kind of play catch up at, try to nail plays when it wasn't ideal. So a lot of lines here. Yeah, from prior resistance. So there we go. So let's see. I bought, what is it? 15. So I guess I was playing small. Let's see. Yeah, just 15. Very small size. That's the good part. That I knew there was speculative. But I was just trying to play it. At least I didn't go full size and made everything worse. So what time is it at? 10:23. 10:23. Right around here. Yeah. So I'm seeing. Yeah, it is kind of like it's the second day of the breakout. And it's strong pre-market. It's right around VWAP. It's perking yet. It had a double top there. But if I'm just seeing like this, what time did I get in? Yeah, 10:23. Here, 10:23, right around here. So I'm seeing. But until then, this is what I'm seeing. Which it's not a bad of a chart. If this looks like it's holding. So I'm seeing this. And I wanna get in at 180. It feels like it's gonna go more. And it's slowly starting not doing that. It had a big crack right after I got in. So that's never a good sign. And then it just kept fading. And so using this as my risk at 170. So I get out here at 10:26. 10:26 here. Oh, so 3 minutes in there. Yeah, so I mean, I knew it was speculative, and I was in and out. I just, if it was gonna go, I was just gonna squeeze and keep going. But this kind of told me right away that it wasn't the right thing, so I got out. And it's dollar loss. Experience. And then same day, IMPP. PP. This is different. This is the third day. So let's see what I did here. The 8th. And small size again. Very small. So I know it's speculative, but just trying it out. Did I do this on a dip at 11:16? Yeah. Okay. So this is good. I mean, experience again. So this one, obviously, third day, so you don't want to be chasing, so I want to get in on a panic, and that's what I did. I tried it out at 425, here. 11:16. So right here, I'm seeing it. See the volume come in, it's a big drop. Here at 25, right here. At least I gotta get in a good area. I saw a little bounce, and then, but you know, I saw like maybe I was scared when but I got out right away at 26. No, and I could have held a little bit longer, get out here, but then it bounced. I mean, dipped more, and then that was the one. So I guess I could have, just kept watching to get out, and then maybe get in here again, you know. Uh, but yeah, I mean, this is a good play, because I normally don't get in these. I'm normally too scared, but being really small size, that's fine, and it's an experience, So I'll take that, you know. And then next day, I think I try this again. AMPP. Yeah, AMPP next day. Whoa. Come on. Sorry, guys. Yeah, next day. See, there's the Anchor VWAP showing up here. And, well, I won't go get into that now. Right, so AMPP next day. So I'm trying to get in for a bounce play, the first green day. Let me see, the 9th. So this is not full size, a little bit bigger, So let's see, 5 at 846. 846. So right here, 5. Huh. 846 here. 5. So I try to get in on the dip here. So a spike, dip, bounce a little bit. Then I'm like, okay, here right around VWAP, I think maybe I use this as risk. Yeah. And then, wow, so right away here. Yeah, I got shaken out on this one. I was on the right track, I got shaken up. At 849 I sold right here. If I would have held, I would have been rewarded. Yeah. So this one was good thought process behind it, but I just got shaken out here in this dip instead of, those are tough. I struggle with those, when to get out on this. Well, I don't know how to phrase it, but so this was my risk, and this is hitting it. It's right around the area where my risk is at, and there's a fine line, almost literally, between being stubborn and realizing that that's holding, because you'd be like, oh, I'm not gonna get out until this actually breaks, but then like it just breaks and it goes way down, and then you have a bigger loss. Um, so that's dangerous when you're like, okay, this is holding, so I'm just not gonna sell until like it breaks. But then on the other hand, to avoid that, you get out right when it's hitting you. I'm like, oh, it's hitting. I want to avoid that slippage. And then it's there and it's holding it, and then it bounces. So that's hard to identify and be good at. But I struggle with it. I know it. I get out on panics. And I let it bounce a little bit. I've having let it bounce a little bit more. And just you know understand it more, because I was on the right track on this one. I was on the right track. I just got out here. So that one's tough. But good play. I'm okay with that one. Then the same day, DPLS. PPLS. PPLS. What is this? OTC. So, at 12:02. When it's breaking this. So, yep, right at 7 here. Using that as my risk. And then at, so, wait, hold on. Let's look at the multi-day chart first, too. What is this? March 9th. March 9th here. Okay, yeah, so it's about this breakout here. Had news the day before, so that's why I ran in continuation, and it's holding, and I'm seeing this is perking, so I want to get in that. But then, it's not ideal in hindsight. I did hold it for an hour though. I had a 12:02 right here, then at 1:02 here, right before the crash, 7:02. So well, that's good. I recognize that it was a good break, and I sold before it panicked. And that is another like of the fine line. If I'm seeing this, I want to sell before the panic. But it's tough. It's tough to explain it, and it's tough to learn it. It's tough to execute it. But I'm with repetition. I'll get better. So yeah, and that's pretty much it for that one. And then the PLS, yeah, the next day, CEI. Is this what I traded pre-market? CEI might have been. Let's see. No. Oh no, yeah. This is Eastern, yeah. This is pre-market. CEI on the 10th. And I'm going for the first green day. It's this one held, right around the 1 area, and pre-market, I'm seeing that. So let's see, I bought 25, double my position, 25 at 728, 728, 28 right here, 120. 120, and then pre-market, I mean at the open, 117 here, 31 right here. I doubled by position, and then yeah, so I wasn't holding at 941. Here I sold. Yeah, so like it's not that bad. I saw, obviously, I recognized that it was kind of like a support area here, and then one second, I got a cough. Yeah, so I saw a base here, so that's why I doubled my position, and I saw a spike, and I'm like, okay, we're kind of good. But then, I recognized that it was fading, it was gonna fall, and I sold 118 right here when it was cracking, and that was it. It wasn't holding, wasn't strong, so got out, and that's not bad. I'm okay with that. I tried it, it's didn't work, but I was going for the first green day and didn't work, but I executed, and got experience. That's probably actually that is the main reason for this whole month. Experience, experience. So CI. One second. And then on the same day, Kala. I think I stopped trading this and tracking this because it was just not a good chart. What day? On the 10th? Where's the 10th? Right here. So I mean, here it looks good, but spike holds and then follow up, you know. So obviously here I'm going for the breakout up here, trying to get in this area of support, I suppose, or assume. So let's see, at 926. 926. Okay, here at 138. What is this side? 120. Huh. Let's see, from the 8th to the 10th. Yeah, so we get in at 138. 38. Okay. And then I'm using that as my risk, so so off the bat, I'm seeing it's spiking, it came down, it held this level, and it's and it made a new high. It's coming down, so from this area, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get it on a dip here, right around VWAP, and then use this as my risk, and then go up here, and then I cut it here again, 55. Yep, here's another one. But this one, I cut it right here, 131, and I was holding. I guess I could have waited, and then cut it here. But see, that's the slippage that I mean, because if I wait for it to break, I'm gonna get executed somewhere down here or like around here, So that's why it's tough to determine whether, okay, I get out here, it's hitting my stop, but it's not breaking it. It's hard to like wait until it breaks like this, and it just, there's slippage, So that's the risk there, and this is a good example, very good example. But yeah, this just going for the breakout didn't work, but good lesson here for you guys to see what I mean, when I said, but what it's hard to get out at your risk or wait for it to actually break. But when you do that, there's risk on both sides. I believe here, if you sell it here right before it breaks, there's a risk that that's the bottom, and you just sold that at the bottom, and it just bounces. Which we saw in the play. I forget which one it was, but you rewind the video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I think it was IMPP. Or or you don't sell here, and then the other risk, I guess, is if you don't sell here when it's not breaking, you see it, it's holding, and you sell it until it breaks. But then you have the slippage, and then you sell down here, you know. So it's there's risk on both sides, so it's hard to master that, But again, with repetition, nothing's impossible, you know. Then the next trade was fun trade of the week. Kala again. Yeah, the 11th. Just bring that in here. Okay. Just do this because you already saw the multi-day chart. So let's just make it like this. All right, so trying the breakout again, so that they didn't work. This day, it's actually breaking out, and let's see. So at 11:38 Central Time here, at 11:55, 11:55, right at the breakout, at 38. Oh snap! What? 11. Oh, I got executed here at 11:48. Also, I placed the order at that time, and it didn't come down until 11:49. Hold on, so you see my 11. Oh, I'm even looking at the wrong time. 11:49. Wow. 11:49. Right. Oh my God. Here we go. 11:49 right here. So seeing a spike, held, spike again, broke through it. Kind of stuff that's coming back down. So here I want to get in on right at the breakout level, and then use this roughly as my risk. And then I sell here at 141. Um, 1241, 41 right here. Interesting. 150. Huh. So I guess I realized that there's not a good play before my risk actually broke. Recognize that this is topping up, looking weak, and here's lower high, same one, lower high, and it's just not looking good. So here, when I'm seeing this, I'm like, okay, I just want to get out before this breaks, so because I saw the pattern that was coming down, and then it does this, so I think after this I stopped playing it and tracking it, because it's not a good play. As you can see here, I haven't updated the breakout lines because I just decided I was done with it. You gotta prioritize your plays. Then the next play was CLNB. CLNB on the 14th. Click OK. Why is this doing the CLNB? Alright, so it's a little bit bigger. Buy, sell. Alright, so what's on the 14th? See here. Yeah, so going for this breakout. Let's see what it did the prior day. It was 11th, right? It was Friday. Yeah. So, did I get in on the dip, or did I? Let's see what I did. So I bought 73.50 at 10:01. Yeah. So let's just keep it. This for the sake of confusion. All right. So at 10:01, right here. Also, it's coming back to green. So it panicked at the open. I was right at the breakout. And it's coming back up. And I'm seeing that, and I want to get in right there. So did I really? Oh, I saw like that I'm adding here. Oh, so I had a gain here and a loss there. Okay, I see what it did. Cool. So Yeah, so I bought 2350 at 1001 right here as is coming back green or red area, and probably using this as risk, and then I sold 350 at 1029 956, good sell there. Should sell all of it. Um, and then the rest at 1103 here. Whoa. 1103 right here, So this is the slippage. I guess this was my risk here, but still, this is, yeah. Well, I got in right at my risk, 81. But that's another the risk, when you just panic sell. But good, luckily I got executed there, and then it bounced, and yeah, it's not much to that. But how's that been doing? Not much. Whoa, and then next there was IMPP again. IMPP. 16th. Right? Yeah. Did I try another panic dip by here? What did I do? Let's see. At 801. Oh, that was pre-market. 801. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So here, I'm seeing, first green day. I'm going for it. Seeing like it spiked through this level pre-market, and it's coming back down and holding this 282, which was this original breakout. So it's around key points, and then here the day before, let's see what it did. Day before, it's from that area, and it reclaimed it pre-market, so yeah, so that's why I'm playing it pre-market. And I never really trade pre-market, but I'm trying that as well, experience. It was a loss, but $1.76, I'll take that, so let's see, at 801 right here, right around close to the open at 290, yeah, where's it? 290 right here. 801. How many did I buy? 25. Where's it at? Yeah, 25. And then 23 minutes later, before the open. Really? At 8:23 here. Sold. Well, I guess I saw that it wasn't holding, and I think oil was crashing, and so were the other stuff, so I decided to get out, you know, and I mean, had I held, and sold up here, would have been like a 10-cent gain or so, you know, yeah, not the best play, but I got out here pre-market as well at 8:23 for the opening bell at 83, because I saw it fade, and I'm like, oh no, thank you. So yeah, experience. Going back to that, every trade. Well, not every trade, but most trade. Well, I guess no, yeah, every trade. You get experience from every trade, good or bad, but more so this month. Um, Next play, MULN. MULN on the 17th. What just happened? Okay, yeah, so on the breakout here, good chart. Breakout 195, you know, and I'm not using this. And I guess I could have 209. Yeah, but let's just go ahead dive right into it. Let's make this a little bigger. Alright. Okay, so let's see. Buy, sell, sell, sell. So about 45 on the 17th. You know, this kind of half size. So bought some at 843. 843. Here, you know, on the dip at 209. 209. Right here. Good play on the dip. And then using that as my risk, you know, low of the day. You know. And yeah, and good execution on the dip and good sales, I guess. Let's see. At 852. Here I sold 5 at 230. 230 right here. Oh, 57. Because, okay, 57. So some there. Okay. And then 1230, 235. So more at 9. So some more here at 35. And then, so that was 10. I have 35 left. And at 925. Here at 211. You know, I saw the rest. You know, but it didn't break this, you know, so I gotta respect my risk, you know. And then maybe here, like, add them back. Add back my shares that I sold, you know. Add them back here and then use that as my risk and then go. Hold it, you know. Interesting. Yeah, this one worked pretty well. The next day, you know, should have held. After that, just ran really well, you know. Good play. Good play. I should have played it better, but the play itself was good, you know. Not my play. You know, my play was alright. These last cells, you know, I should have held it more. But yeah, that was that. And then next play DUTV. DUTV is smaller again. Alright, what day? The 21st. Day before my birthday. Woohoo! Alright, DUTV. 21st. Here, you know, so go for this breakout right there at 128. Buy sell. So at 129 at 1054 here. 1054 here. So in this little perk here, you know, so I'm seeing it's holding view up, you know, got a risk here 123, and you know, what was my size? 21st, half size, you know, that was my risk here. I didn't think it was ideal, so that's why I only went half size. And you know, it seemed like it was working at first, you know, but then at 12, what is it, 12:11 here. See, that's another one. Like it. Let's see what I do the next day. Well, next day it didn't continue. But yeah, see, like these areas, you know, there's not much slippage here, but this area held. But you know that this is like whether going back to that example earlier, you know, whether you wait until like it actually breaks or you sell right at your risk level, you know, or you sell after it breaks to avoid selling dead bottom, you know. But here at 122, I sold at 12.11 right here, you know, and it came back a little bit, and you know, but not ideal play. And then GFAI was next play on the same day. Whoa. Let me erase this. GFAI. Okay. On the 21st. So it's breaking above that. It's probably wait, did I have two positions at the same time? So I did. So because this one I bought at 9:43, and this one I bought at yeah. You know, so I had two positions at once. You know, I sold the other one, and I held this one. So interesting. So here, obviously going for the multi-day breakout. I bought some at 118. What time at 9:44. Secure 118. You know, on the dip. And, here I'm seeing is going up. You know, buying right around VWAP 118 at 9:44. 9:44. 8:44. 8:44. Whoa. Here. 118. So I'm going for a little bit of dip with the morning spike, you know, and here I held and I remember I think I was going to trying to add here and then use this as my risk. 107, what is this high? 124, you know, yeah, so at 8:44 right here at 118, I bought some, then I held through this dip close to green or red, and held it most of the day, you know, at 308, just 208, 208 here, 208 at 131. You know, I gotta get better at taking these profits, you know, because it's also tough. So I'm seeing, I'm like, oh, there's a breakout, it's working, you know. I'm like, oh, okay, you know, I wanna let my winners run, you know, based off how I missed IMPP at didn't let it run, based off how ENSV, I believe, IMPP again, you know, those. Um, so, you know, it's tough. But here, you know, I guess I gotta sell into these spikes, you know, especially I guess here when it double tops, you know, and it's tough to identify those, you know, but I gotta get better at that. Um, but I did sell at 308, 208, right here at 31 and then 29. So I sold here as this was breaking, you know, and I bought right here. So that's a decent little 10% gain, you know, but I could have got more. You know, and then what did it do the next day? Next day, gap down. So good thing I didn't hold overnight. Um, And then next play was HYMC. Whoa, HYMC on the 24th. Really? Was there news on the 24th? Oh, did I try to do the dip here? I think that's what I did. Let's see. To the spike. So 128. Let's see. 1228. Yeah, so here at 138. Yeah, bought some on the dip because of the news and the spike. Yeah, okay, so this is a new thing. I don't really trade this, but I tried it. Was it small size? Was this on the 24th? Yeah, $70. It's not it's not full size, not half size, not small, but I'm trying it. And then at 1247, so 47, hell, all up until here. So I saw it like break this. I'm like, okay, it's working. So I wanted to hold and let it work. But then like I saw this dip. I'm like, oh man. And then here at 47, at 39. Yeah. So I mean, I saw that the good candle. I recognized that it was kind of like break this, but it held. But then later in the day, it just kept fading. Yeah, it just faded all the way. So good trade. Good thing to try it. I'm okay with it. And then next trade is CELZ. Dang. Can't even see this. Hold on, let me find a better picture. Alright, so here we go. There's a little clear over here. Oh snap. There we go. So what is it? Oh, CELZ on the, what is this, 28th. Okay, alright. So on the 28th. Here on the day of the breakout. Okay. Dang, I came out with loss. Dang it. Let's see what I did. So buy, sell, buy more, sell. Interesting. So I bought some 5, 10, 20, 15, 45. Okay, yeah. Alright, so interesting. Let's see. So at 8:52 here, so buying some at 395. So it's above this breakout area. 28th. Was there any news? 28th. Just nothing specific. Just a lot of volume. Yeah. So bought some there, and then 3 minutes later, I added at 4. So here, 4 right there, and then I doubled my position at 925. 925 here at 410. 410 here, and then I sold some at 952. Okay, yeah, so here, sold some there. So those that had 395, and then my average now is like almost at 410. You know, because these five that I sold at 460 are from here, so I got 65 cents gain there. And then, but now I have this bad average, you know, and then bought some more at 425. I gotta get better at my averages. 425 at 1107. 1107. 1107 here. Then 1119. Here I sold the rest. Yeah, because that average, let's do, I'm gonna do here on another screen. So these 5 shares were gone, so those don't matter. So I had 5 at $4, and then 10 at 410, and then 30 at 425. That's an average of 418. 418. 418. Run here. 418. You know, when my first was like 395 down here. You know, and let's see, had I, because before that, before I sold those at 3.95, so it jumped up to 419 pretty much from 403. 403, like down here. You know, so yeah, I gotta work at my averages. Gotta work at my averages. So I mean that's another lesson here. You know, I I gotta work at my averages. You know, but it's good to work on that with small size, because you know it's gonna be the same thing like later on with bigger size. You know, just bigger size, but the same process. So yeah, good stuff there. Even though it was lost, but you know, I don't care. It's all good. MULN next. MULN on the 28th, same day. MULN. Then let's get rid of this. 28th. So going for first green day here. So let me see. But some 262 pretty much at 1216. 1216. Here. So I'm seeing this hold, you know, but ideally I want this higher. You know, it's double topping there, you know, yeah, that's a new high, but you know, it's just faded. But this is like in between kind of can play. It's not terrible, but it's not ideal. But I can see how it could go both ways. And then at 1242 here, I sold at 256. 256 for here. You know, here. So here's another one. My risk was 255, but I'm seeing it like, you know, get into the area looking weak, and I sold before I even hit that level, you know. Yeah, my limit so was at 255, which was my risk here, you know. And this one, you know, I was right because it just kept fading. No, so it's tough, you know. It's tough stuff. But yeah, I mean that was pretty much it on that one. You know, first green day. Here it looks like it's holding. You know, it's sideways, consolidating. You know, but ideally, you know, this is VWAP. Don't pay attention to this. It's anchor VWAP. I won't explain that right now, but just this is what I'm looking for. And let's say the VWAP was kind of the same, but like it was down here, you know, like there, it's holding well above BWeb, and then this is up here consolidating, then it probably has better odds of going, although it is huggy, so you could say that, oh, this is trading right at BWeb, so it's looking strong, go higher, but ideally you want kind of like the bounces to be there and be higher on the VWeb, if that makes sense. But yeah, and then we move into last trade of the month, NEXT. Whoa. NEXT, the 30th. Yeah, and then this one I stopped trading. Yeah, it ran a couple days. Volume's okay, but just market cap is way too big. Way too big, so that's another thing that I want to focus on more. Yeah, the market cap, it's almost 150 million, so want to stay around the 100 million area. So and I realized that I said I was in it and I should have gotten out, but I wanted to let the play out. So I bought, sold. Okay, so I bought at 833. 833. Well, I got it on the spike at 648, pretty much. 648 right here. Right at the 661 breakout area. And then at 1119. 1119. 1119. So here, after I saw this hold, and this spiky, I'm like, okay, I want to get a little bit more around my area that I bought earlier, so not really affecting my average pretty much, but just I move my risk up here, and it, how do you call it, lower my risk and increase my size, so it's not bad. And then it was sort of working well, but then again, this is below BWeb, so this is not holding the breakout strong, so ever since this, it just looks weak. I tried to break BWeb, did it, and although yes, here's holding, but it's fading, and here I'm like, okay, it's reclaiming BWeb, so it might work, but just I feel like the big market cap on this, makes it so hard, and all these people like around this area, are selling here, or even here to get out, and then there's no more buyers, and then this just happens. And then so I sold at 225, 225. Dang, 225 here at 641. 641 right here. No, and yeah, and that's it. So, good lessons. It was down month, but there was a lot of good lessons. I got a lot of reps in, a lot of experience, and I like that. It's part of the game. But yeah, this has been a long recap as expected. But again, if you have any questions, just comment, share, like, and once again, I hope if this helps at least like one person out there understand and get it and be successful and profitable, I feel like my job is done. Obviously, that just don't want to help one person. Obviously, I want to help multiple, as many as possible. But just somebody out there. If I change someone's life out there, that's that's good. That's what I'm looking for. But yeah, hope you guys got a good one. Hope you guys like this. And again, if you got any questions, comments, whatever, just let me know. Peace.